Welcome back to Mass Effect 2. The Normandy crash site awaits. Well, after I do a bit of scanning here, just a bit. I've also gotten the mission on Lorek with the Cerberus operative there, which I am also going to do once I'm done here. And not even gonna bother with that one actually. It's moderate. Anything less than good is not worth doing. There's plenty of planets. Unless that is element 0, because there is a lack of element 0 in my immediate vicinity. I'm not gonna go to any other system until... yeah, this is not worth it. None of these planets are worth it. And then Alshera.
I have detected an anomaly.
Oh, this one's rich. Let's see.
Probe away.
Okay.
I have found something.
I wonder how much money Patricia Helfer was paid to actually provide all the voice acting she does. Because Seth Green doesn't do as much as she does. Like, she voices all of this. Though, you know, a lot of it is admittedly repetitive. But Edie does have a pretty good amount of dialogue in the game. Possibly the most after, you know, Mark Muir and Jennifer Hale, who did the lion's share of the work here. Anyway, let's go do it. 20. I got the loading screen fixed, so no more long loading screens. I just replaced the movie files with that. Really short. The only exception is with the collector base. That's really the only exception there. Anyway, here we are. Well, let's get shooting. This is really just a good opportunity. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? There we go. I'm not gonna pick them up immediately. First and foremost, I actually want to see what's what, right? Because I want to count... ah, fuck. Well, that won't hurt, really. It's a doubt that the what doesn't matter. I could possibly make a copy of that. Yeah, fuck it then. Gonna start collecting, so... it's experience for each and payment for each of them. There's probably one, yeah, there's one there. Probably gonna lay that monument right there. You know, it's kind of funny because Bioware did decide early on to actually destroy the Normandy, but the art director, who, by the way, you know, obviously I can't complain about the guy who did his job well, I might add, but the art director was very much against that, and he complained to Casey Hudson and eventually convinced him to make the Normandy SR2 similar to the SR1. Can't say I necessarily complain about that, though I wouldn't have minded playing a ship named differently, you know, other than Normandy. I honestly don't particularly like the name Normandy. Oh, the Normandy landings, right? Big event in American history. There's, you know, at times, I really hate American exceptionalism. Especially when it comes to World War II. Because no, you were not the good guys in World War II. No one was the good guy in World War II. It was all just empires fighting for power and dominance. Nazis lost, Allies won. Well, I guess if there's a good guy in World War II, it's probably the Poles who got fucked over by everyone else. Right. Yeah. That's actually where Caden was, not Ashley. But I suppose they made it under the assumption that most people would pick a male Shepard and most people wouldn't import, probably, in which case it would be Ashley who would be alive and not Caden. Well, 8 out of 20. Who gives a fuck about the escape pods? Really? It's surprisingly well maintained for ruins that have been preserved in snow. Well, you know, the cold preserves dead bodies. Not so much when it comes to metal. Unless it's the kind of metal that doesn't rust. Stainless steel, anyone? Wouldn't make sense, would be pretty damn expensive, but no. Actually, well, you'd imagine it would be made of aluminium, really. If even that. Well, aluminium is in itself actually pretty expensive. Could just bludgeon my way through that. The glorious Mako, which shall return to life. I actually didn't mind the one in Mass Effect 2, you know, where you could, which had jetpacks and all that. Or you know what, maybe I should leave the monument for Presley. Priestley. Did they even recover the body? Or did it disintegrate? Well, that's just how it is. Actually, the cold would preserve it quite well. I was reading recently about glorious Mako. I was reading recently about people who climb Mount Everest and how they see the bodies of people who died, because it's difficult to get. It's very difficult to actually get the bodies off the mountain, and they're well preserved, obviously, by the cold there. Okay, 17 out of... Yeah, it did quite well. Right, just 3 more, and I'll be done. Why are they in crates? I have no idea, but... You'd also think to find some skeletons here, but... Hey, just an idea, BioWare. Okay, just 1 more. Which I probably will find around there. Huh, an escape pod. Did someone actually make it in this hellhole? Huh, my helmet. I'm not sure what the logic was in getting rid of Navigator Priestley, but... And there we go. So, there it is. Might I ask how Shepard was carrying this all the way down? Is it inflatable gold or something? Anyway, let's go back to the shuttle. We're done here. We are done. I have the Incisor sniper rifle, the Mattock. I'm probably gonna use the Mattock, though the default sniper rifle is also pretty good. I don't like the Incisor, actually. Not that I am fond of the GEF plasma shotgun, by the way, for instance. I don't like the Incisor, I don't like the GEF plasma shotgun. I mean, yes, the GEF plasma shotgun, for instance, is better, but I just don't like it. Like, I don't like it in terms of visuals, anyway. Well, that's that. Ah, those loading times.
You've received a new message at your private terminal.
Well, I cannot actually research anything because, well, could go with the Collector Assault. No, I'm gonna stick with the Avenger. The Mattock is too fucking powerful. You know, fuck it, I'll go with the Eviscerator. Why not? It's mostly just graphics. And Incisor, what the fuck. I don't particularly like it, but whatever. Grenade launcher, Black Storm. Arc projector, whatever. The GEF plasma shotgun is the one to go for when it comes to squad mates, by the way. The primary reason is that the GEF plasma shotgun is the only shotgun which can all fire at pretty decent range. Though the way Bioware thinks guns work is bullshit. It's like, oh yeah, shotguns do fuck all in terms of damage at the ranges at less than point blank range. It's like, that's not how you fire a fucking shotgun. You can fire a shotgun at a pretty reasonable distance, especially at the distances we're talking about here. Okay, right. There we go. Just saying, it can be done. I'm also gonna run out of... Yeah. Just gonna do this quickly. It's not gonna be much of a deal, really. Get the 2 Cerberus goons. Okay, well, fine. Overload and no. Besides the pre-rendered cutscenes, you know, if you disable depth of field and bloom, this game looks a lot better than it does otherwise. The bloom and depth of field really take away from some of the beauty in this game. It stacks up.
Switching sidearms.
I'm not sure if the Locust is worth using as SMG or using the pistol is the better idea.
Shields down. Our shields.
Not so fast with that pull, mate.
Dead.
Am I? We'll see about that.
Overloading this system.
Stun, gun.
Red Warfield.
A black hole awaits thee.
Mind over, get over here.
All right. There we go. Okay.
I'll tear you apart. Overload deployed.
Oh, fuck.
No, shields have failed.
Bitch, please. You're gonna have to try harder than that. To get past me. Alright. Rachni experiments. You mean said Rachni experiments that resulted in Rachni escaping and attacking several outposts? Or one outpost, actually, I believe it was, that they attacked, and we had to deal with another really big issue either way. It's like, oh, Cerberus's crimes. It's like, the only thing Cerberus did as a crime, killing an admiral that was investigating them, that's not really what I'd call a crime, necessarily. But... well, the one thing I probably would call scummy was... well, obviously, there's a coups, which everyone seems to fucking ignore, I might add. Including Shepard. It's like, oh yeah, you know, I was on a coups and all that. Or did they? I'm not sure if they remembered about that or even gave a fuck about that. I've never played Soul Survivor, so I couldn't care. Well, you know, there's corporal tombs, but it's something that doesn't get brought up in conversations a lot. There's an email on that, but still. Obviously a coups, but that was when BioWare was, you know, in Mass Effect 1, BioWare was acting as if Cerberus had been part of the Alliance and as a Black Ops project, and then they went rogue. So, that happened while they were still technically Alliance. Like, the way they were played in Mass Effect 1 was that Cerberus was supposed to have recently gone rogue and it had to change the leadership. Then they retconned that in having Tim creating Cerberus on his own. Would have made sense, you know, they wouldn't have had to make that many big changes if they had just said, you know, Tim took control of Cerberus and then, you know, took it on a different course because he was tired of the direction the Alliance was going into, and he does have support of certain influential politicians, business figures, and military leaders from the Alliance by going in that direction. Would work.
Come on over.
Really.
Watch your fire.
Would make sense.
Got him.
Wouldn't be that far-fetched.
They've seen us.
Yeah. There's a boss, so to speak, around here. That's him. Mori. My shields are completely worthless.
Nice trick.
Now let's finish you off.
Oops. Didn't realize the Vanguard was still up. God damn, I'm terrible. No, that's kind of the thing with the Avengers. Like, this is the primary weapon for the Alliance. It's horrible. Obviously, we relate based on our experiences, but still, it's a terrible fucking weapon. No reason to ever upgrade full, by the way. Alright. Because its cooldown is short enough as is. I mean, why would you upgrade pull? Like, we look at Jacob, for instance, here. What would, you know... Well, you could get pull field for all that's worth, but the chances of you being able to actually use that is low. And then what you get is just recharge time and duration. It's like, okay, right. It's like 5 point. I mean, obviously I'll get rank 2, but still, 5 seconds keeping a target pulled is not the problem, as I see it. So that's kind of it. Lorik has been cleared. Pretty damn fine job, really. Okay, let's see.
This computer contains the encrypted intelligence extracted from the captured Cerberus agent. The information could adversely affect Cerberus if it were ever circulated publicly.
Okay, why would you give it to the Alliance? Just because you're a Paragon moron? I don't know.
Data uploaded to Cerberus Command.
Okay.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Let's see. Erroneous information. You did deal with Arachni. So screw off. Lying cunts. Yes, they did deal with Arachni. Hey, I like Cerberus, but I'm also someone who believes in telling the fucking truth. I believe it, you know, this may be viewed as a naive by some people. But when it comes to how governments should operate, when it comes to how militaries, intelligence agencies and all that, I believe you should try and be as honest as possible. Because, not for any sense of real accountability or anything like that, but if, you know, it's easier to deal with things if you're not caught lying. That's, you know, there's a very big difference between not, you know, not giving the facts and then outright lying. Very big difference. Like, you know, obviously there's a great deal of value in terms of keeping secrets and all that, but you should not lie at all. You should try and avoid lying as much as possible. Misinform, whatever, but don't lie. You'll have an easier time. And in this day and age, you might even get a bit of the public to actually trust you if you do that. Obviously, things are developing in modern society in a direction that people have not predicted. Oops, we need more probes. Anyway, I do have a lot of it anyway. But I probably need about 100,000 of each of them to get more, well, 50,000 element 0. That should probably be enough for all the upgrades, and about 100,000 of the rest of them. Anyway, Costin here on Serious Gaming, signing out. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video.